Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to another Chicago Beer Pass Cellar Raid. So, Nick, we did summer hours,
Yes.
and now continuing in that variety pack that I got from Costco.
Oh, was this one of them?
Yeah,
Okay.
is the Endless IPA. So, I have never had this beer in cans.
No. Eh,
Last time I had it was in bottles or on draft at a festival here.
I want to, and we were saying like we think the origins were from Pitchfork. That's kind of become like their R&D maybe, right? Like,
Right, so it was probably around there, but then we pulled up a video that showed it as like a shot at the Wrigleyville Brew Pub, and they were talking about it in 2014. So this beer has been around for a while, and it was part of their Elk Mountain Farm series.
yeah, I remember the only one that I tried from that series was the red ale
Okay.
from them.
So originally, I don't know if this still holds true, but this beer is supposed to be dry hopped with Amarillo hops and just be this very easy drinking session IPA.
That you can drink endlessly.
And wah, wah, wah. It still falls in that 5% that it's always been. We got a huge head on it, so I would think that the hops are definitely there.
Yeah.
It's probably a little warmer too than most people would have it since it was from the cellar.
It is a very the clarity is real. Here, this is a very clear beer. It's almost like
Yeah,
suspiciously clear. Like it looks very light.
yeah. I think watching that 2014 video, they talked about how it was like this honey wildflower kind of color, and this looks way lighter than that.
Yeah.
Like well, filtered twice kind of
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, I remember enjoying this beer, especially at Pitchfork or other music festivals, because it is only 5%. You can just crush these, and you're not having to worry too much. They're refreshing. They hit that like bitter note that you want. I know they're usually pretty good.
Man, I love Pitchfork. I think that's really my favorite party.
Okay.
As far as the
Music
as
scene,
far as the
music
music
fest.
scene goes, because North Coast, man, I'm too old for North Coast. People always assume that you might be holding, like everyone's like way too drugged out. At
Okay.
fucking, but at Pitchfork, it hits a nice medium. It's like what Lollapalooza like used to be for me
Damn.
as
Okay.
far as vibe.
Yeah, I haven't been maybe in a couple of years, so maybe this year I'll be back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the aroma, it doesn't necessarily smell like Amarillo to me.
No.
It's something different or definitely a variety mix at this
Yeah.
point.
The head is definitely subdued on this. I mean, the head looks great, but the aroma in that head is for sure subdued.
Man, that beer tasting it, first thing I think, it is sweet. Like, there is a lot of, like, candy, sugar, tropical fruit kind of flavors going
Yeah.
on.
You want there to be a little bit more of the pine and the lemon from
Yeah.
the notes that you're familiar with in dry hopping. You want there to be a little bit more of that. Yeah, but it's not there.
Right, and we're drinking this even after drinking a golden ale from Five Rabbit, so we're not like coming off some like big IPA or
Yeah.
stout or anything like that. Like we're coming at this pretty clean.
Yeah, these are kind of eerily similar to even a couple weeks ago when we had the sunny afternoon from Beguile, which was another golden ale that we had. And like you said, the Fire Rabbit golden ale. This isn't drastically different from those, which I kind of wanted it to be. In body, perhaps I could see them being the same, but
Yeah.
aromatics and finish, I kind of wanted a little bit more.
Yeah, it has a little bit of that hop note that you want in the aroma, but in the taste, I'm not getting the like IPA. If
Yeah.
this was the Endless Session Ale, I could see that, but Endless IPA, this is not the Endless IPA I remember.
Yeah, for sure. And it sucks too, man, because like, the whole Elk Mountain series, like Elk Mountain Farms is like the largest continuous hop farm in the world. It is right in
Yeah.
it's right up on it's right up on the West Coast. Oh, but it's parallel. It's on that 49th parallel, which is, it's the same parallel that a lot of the hop growing regions in Germany sits on.
Okay.
Like there's like this massive amounts of daylight, like, up to 16 hours of daylight. and that sort of thing. So, and I will say this, man, kudos to Goose for really breathing life into that hop farm because it almost went dormant. It went dormant for a long time
Okay.
until the AB Goose thing happened, and then Brett Porter went out there and that whole crew, you know, Keith Gavin, all those guys,
Sure.
and they just started requesting that all these different hops be grown, right? And then as a result of that, you got a series of these beers. So yeah, they breathed a lot of life into that hop farm where they weren't producing. They weren't producing at the volume
They are now.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they were probably selling hops to other people too beforehand, and now there's no way anyone's buying anything from that. It's probably all going to AB
And like the 10
and
or
mostly
so.
Goose Island beers.
Yeah. And whoever else is in their crew, if there's any left.
Right.
Yeah, I remember going up there and they complained that this is the Elk Mountain guys, not the Goose guys. The Elk Mountain guys complained that, you know, the first year that Brett Porter went up there, that they took so many Cascade hops from them that they almost didn't have enough to put in Bud Light.
Oh wow.
And then there was a dude from Boston was like, "There's Cascade hops in Bud Light," like because no one really knows what's in Bud Light. You know?
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. It's sad that this doesn't hold up, but it's also hard because it's been 4 years since I probably really drank this, or maybe I drank this at a block party at Goose Island one time.
Yeah.
But this is the one. This is the version brewed in New York and Fort Collins now. So this isn't our Chicago, version where we're throwing tons of dry hop into it.
yeah. I mean, we understand that people are making like Belgian wits and calling them white IPAs, right? Because IPA is a marketing term at this point. The Beta Bra guys, they made a beer. They made an IPA for that burger joint, cheeseburger, whoever those guys are.
Yeah.
And they called it an IPA, right? And so I get it. You have to call it an IPA, but I'm actually more impressed with Summer Hours, which was a straight up lager.
The Sunny Afternoon.
No, the one that came in the.
Oh, Summer Hours. Yeah.
I'm more impressed with that than I am with this.
I agree. I think in this variety pack you get Goose IPA, you get Summer Hours, you get Endless IPA, and you get 312. Endless IPA is like the wash in there because it just falls in this middle ground of you could blend all three of those beers together and probably get pretty close to this beer.
Yeah.
It's just like who's this one for? It doesn't stand out at all.
Yeah. It should be called Golden Ale.
Golden, yeah. Endless golden.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think it's bad.
No.
I don't want us to end this and be like, it was bad. It's not Endless IPA. It's a good beer.
It's not a diss, I think, but yeah, when you compare it to what you had on draft at Pitchfork, yeah, and when you compare it to what we've had, IPAs that were low ABV, when you compare it to those things, you just, there's a little bit left to be desired. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, but the flavors are fine, they nailed the sessionability on it.
Yeah,
it's a nice beer. It's light.
It starts to be, as I'm drinking more of it, it's a little less sweet, but I don't have that dry hopped kind of feeling to it. Like I'm drinking an IPA, or a light IPA.
That's what you want. You want big flavor or minimally big aromatics, light body. Mm-hmm. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Then I think that's what we're complaining about. We're missing the big aromatics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna seek out some Endless, but in the variety pack, I think it's fine. But I think they could have thrown. What could they have put in instead of Endless? What would be in the lineup here?
Oh, Old Man Grumpy.
Old Man Grumpy. Okay.
Old Man Grumpy.
Yeah.
Would have been more of like a right hook.
Yeah. There you go.
In that 4-pack. Yeah,
okay.
Or that mix pack.
Nice. That's a good call. Cool. All right. Well, we have no problem crushing this.
Yeah.
But take care.
Cheers.